to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad from the American, the Temple Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Grab near the sticks. It's Burks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the...
There he goes! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for room. It's Barnes. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The toss sweep to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Working that wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Temple's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchup. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Temple hoping to convert on 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Mateer. slides away. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility.
Looking for a deep man. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. Touchdown, Temple! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snagged in the middle, it's Sategna. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Incomplete. thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Simon. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. The short hands, it's Stewart. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Punt is on its way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Scrambling away. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Burks. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Off play action. throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Okay.
Off-play action on first down. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Irvin. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it! Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 33. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Simon. Fires to the big fella. Can't get him to the ground. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Jones. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
To the air on first down. Right down the middle. It's caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains at the 22. And the Owls with the 1st and 10. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Temple looking for a touchdown from the red zone. On third down, going up top. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Owls! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Makes the grab. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players in the perimeter getting open and making plays too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
They'll go back to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 5 and a first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. An 84-yard drive there, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Simon. Trying to set up the screen. Plows through the defense. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll run it. It's Ott.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Simon. Fires to the big fella. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Temple lines up quickly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Irving. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw again. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Sooners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time.
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to pass, it's Simon. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play off.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense.
22 water.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he makes the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simon. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go.